Developing right now on Today in New York, a near tragedy for the NYPD as two officers are shot on the eve of Thanksgiving. The latest on their conditions and what we're learning about the alleged gunman. Plus a slightly warmer day ahead, but you may not like what's coming next when we can see our first snowfall of the season. And Tom Turkey and all his friends, including Tracy Strahan, ready to go. The 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade set to step off in just a few hours. We are live as final preparations are underway. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. It's Thursday, November 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael Gargiulo's off today. Lauren Scala is here looking at your ride on the roads and the rails, and Marie LaRosa is looking at that Thanksgiving Day parade forecast.
Yeah, it's off to a chilly start, so if you're still not out yet and you're thinking about going out, dress in layers. Go ahead and do it, even though it's a little bit warmer than this time yesterday. We still have areas close to or below freezing. That includes in Basking Ridge down to 28, Somerville at 27, New Dorp at 32 degrees, one of the cool spots here around the city. We've got 41 at Central Park, down to 30 in Merrick and White Plains, as well as Bridgeport and Islip. But we're getting a preview of some of the clearer skies that we have this morning. This is Point Pleasant Beach, and if you close your eyes, you could almost imagine summertime, but no, it's just going to feel like November 25th. In fact, we have temperatures closer to average today than they have been the last few days. 51 at 1 o'clock, sun and clouds, and then more clouds than anything else later on this evening, staying dry. 48 at 7 p.m. Those showers start to move in after 10 o'clock. All right, Lauren, what else is on the move out there?
Everyone, everything. The few cars that are out there are on the move. Things are moving along nicely. There's very few problems. There are two. Over on the Goethals Bridge, you have an accident heading to New Jersey, so it takes out 2 lanes. It's not causing much of a delay, so just use caution if you're headed that way. And similar story over on Route 21 southbound in New Jersey. Approaching Route 3, you do have an overturned vehicle out there. The roadway is still open, and outside of that, really, the roads are in great shape. So if you have to drive anywhere right now, you are in for a nice ride. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Lauren. It's 6:01. Now to that developing story. 2 NYPD officers in the hospital on this Thanksgiving, both shot while responding to a call in the Bronx. The gunfire broke out just after 8 last night along Beaumont Avenue in the Belmont section. Today, New York's Romney Smith joins us with new details on this near tragedy. Romney.
Good morning, Darlene. It's a story we hate to have to bring you guys this morning, but those 2 officers and the suspects still recovering here at St. Barnabas Hospital. And this all happened just after a 911 call came in saying someone saw a man with a gun. Now let's show you an image of the man that person called a 911 about, that police eventually named the suspect.
The curriculum, and we are here for it, and we love it, Maria.
We love it, and obviously it is working. What a wonderful group of kids. All right, let's get you ready for Thanksgiving. We're off to a chilly start. 42 at Central Park. It's warmer than yesterday, though. 26 in Poughkeepsie. Some high clouds moving in. Should make for a pretty sunrise, which is in about 50 minutes now. Temperatures climbing up near 50. More clouds, though, later on tonight. We do stay dry. It's after about midnight we'll start to see those showers move in, and the wind. A really messy day tomorrow and chilly, and that sets us up for what may be our first snowmaker, at least in the city and in many areas. I'm watching that forecast for you and timing it out in the 10-day.
Thanks so much, Maria. Also coming up, giving thanks. 4 months after a horrific crash almost took their lives. A Westchester mother reunited with the heroes who helped lift a car off of her and her child. Plus, still need to snag those cranberries and yams. We're going to tell you which stores are open, which retailers are keeping their doors closed today as well.
If you are taking the subways today, they're operating on a Sunday schedule. And just a reminder that C trains will skip the 72nd Street station and F trains will skip the 57th Street stations. This is all because of the parade. If you are getting on the major commuter rail lines, they are all operating on some sort of holiday or modified schedule. So just check in before you head out. And we'll take a live look outside at the roads, which are in great shape. Here's a live look at the LIE in Queens. Things are still moving along nicely. You're watching Today in New York.
.13 in today's CNBC Money Report. If after-dinner shopping is part of your Thanksgiving Day tradition, be aware there's a long list of stores that are closed for the holiday. Many stores that are usually closed on Thanksgiving, like Apple, Costco, Home Depot, and Lowe's, they will not be open. But for the second year in a row, Target and Walmart, they're going to keep their stores closed as well. There are still many chains that will keep most stores open today. Most Stop and Shop, Wegmans, and Whole Food stores, they'll have Thanksgiving Day hours today. 7-Eleven, Starbucks, CVS, Walgreens, and Duane Reade, they're also going to be serving customers today as well. And a new holiday light show will be making its big debut in Dutchess County tonight. The Wonderland of Lights will flip on the switch at 6 p.m. The drive-through experience features more than a mile of dazzling displays at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds in Rhinebeck, all synchronized to music. Tickets are $25 per car. The holiday show runs through December 26th. All right, 6:14. Let's check in on the Thanksgiving Day forecast, Maria.
All right, I have my own wonder of light. So the sky looking really pretty right now. The sun's coming up in about 45 minutes or so. And looking at the Staten Island Expressway, which is quiet. Lauren's got you covered. All things travel. But look at the sky. We've got enough of the high clouds out there. I think it's going to be really pretty sunrise and dry. 41 right now at Central Park. We're down to 36 in Newark, 30 in Merrick, Islip, and Bridgeport, 26 in Poughkeepsie. We're in the 20s in Sussex. So yes, it's chilly, but warmer compared to yesterday. So it's already off to a nice start for Thanksgiving, and that's what we have for the rest of the day today. Temperatures closer to average by about, say, early dinner time into the low 50s. The winds are remaining light, too, so that's all good for the parade as well. By tonight, though, things start to change. We have the front approaching, 43 degrees. The showers, those start to move in after midnight. It's more like that steadier rain for areas tomorrow morning. Temperatures staying in the 40s, and those northwest winds 15 to 25 miles per hour will start gusting over 35. So it'll be a little wild by tomorrow afternoon. Lauren pointed something out to me. If you're hanging up your holiday decorations tomorrow, the lights, you may want to hold off another day. Let's fine tune the timing for some of the rain. If you're headed out late tonight, 11 o'clock, starting to see some of those showers. That rain, especially I-95 and eastward, steady. So it takes a little bit longer from Long Island, say Connecticut, for the rain to wrap up. But by midday, most of us drying out, maybe a few flurries to the north and west on those very brisk, chilly northwest winds. Saturday will also be brisk and chilly. Sunday may be a little snowy. We're keeping an eye on this system, which over the last few model runs have continued to show some period of snowfall for us. So there is that chance, especially I-95 and north and west, to see some accumulation. This is sort of a first look from Sunday into Monday. Note that this may change with new information coming in, but because even a little bit of accumulation could produce some really nasty or troublesome travel conditions, and Sunday being such a busy day, you want to stay tuned, stay attuned to the weather forecast. We'll have updates for you, of course. And then the rest of next week looking pretty quiet for now, with highs generally in the 40s. All right, 6:16. Let's head over to Lauren. Traffic-wise, what's going on?
Not much, which is how it should be. And if you have to drive anywhere this morning, you should be in for a nice ride. There is one place, just use caution on the Goethals Bridge. There's still an accident out there, New Jersey bound. It's not causing a delay, but it does take out a few lanes. And then we'll take a live look outside. We can play Count the Cars at the GW Bridge. It's a rare occurrence. There are so few vehicles out there right now. There are no delays inbound or outbound at your Hudson River crossings. Heading over to Long Island, here's a live look at the Southern State Parkway out by the Meadowbrook. Clear sailing here. All Long Island roads in great shape as well. And then finally over on the Cross Bronx Expressway, similar picture there. Just very quiet at this hour. Obviously, it's a huge holiday. Many people staying home. Alternate side of the street parking rules and meter rules, they are both suspended today. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 6:17 right now. And Newark police officers facing charges for allegedly killing a man with his car and driving around with the victim's body. Police say 25-year-old Luis Santiago was off duty when he struck a man walking on the shoulder of the Garden State Parkway on November 1st. Few months. Well, still to come, a sneak peek at the latest Broadway show being adapted for your TV screen. And then later, hundreds of FedEx packages dumped in a ditch. We'll tell you where this happened. You're watching Today in New York. Welcome back. 6:23, looking at a JFK airport on this Thanksgiving morning. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Well, we are getting a new look at the cast of Annie live in costume. We all know that dress, right? The photos show Selena Smith as Annie, Taraji P. Henson as Miss Hannigan, Titus Burgess as Rooster Hannigan, and Harry Connick Jr. as Daddy Warbucks. You can catch Annie live December 2nd at 8 p.m. right here on NBC4. These live shows that we've had here on NBC have been so great, and everybody's so talented.
I love Little Orphan Annie, too.
I do, too.
Such a great story, great movie.
Story.
So,
and the young lady playing Annie, I mean, you're going to hear about her.
She's super talented.
Amazing, amazing, yes. Well, we have some quiet weather this morning, starting off with just a few high clouds. I think a pretty sunrise, quiet, 42 now at Central Park, some 30s, and then we're going to end up in the 50s today with partly sunny conditions. Again, light winds, so good for the parade. By late tonight, early tomorrow, that's when the rain moves in. It's going to be gusty by tomorrow midday, so hang on. Gusts over 30 miles per hour. It's going to be a little bit rough, maybe even for some travel, but then by Saturday, just chilly.
Just chilly.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on up there? It's not too bad.
I could kick my feet up today.
Okay. Got an easy day today.
Yeah, there's not too much going on, which is great news for everybody. There are delays in both directions on the 7 train still. Just a reminder for the parade, C trains skip the 72nd Street station, F trains are skipping the 57th Street station, and your major commuter rail lines are all operating on some sort of holiday or modified schedule so that you can get around today if you want to come in for the parade.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Lauren. At 6:25, our Supporting Our Schools campaign, that's underway, and you can help hundreds of classroom projects in your community. Today, we're highlighting Miss Marla's sensational sensory art experiences project for Duchess Bosse's in Poughkeepsie. Miss Marla needs your help, providing her special education students with art supplies to better suit their needs. You can make a difference with a tax-deductible donation of $10, $20, or more. Whatever amount is always appreciated. Just go to NBCNewYork.com/schools. It's 6:26 now. Still to come, it's parade day.
A true sign that the holidays are here. We are live from the 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with everything you need to know to make it cool. As When Today in New York comes right back.
Developing right now on Today in New York. Thankful to be alive on this Thanksgiving. 2 NYPD officers waking up in the hospital after a man allegedly opens fire on them in the Bronx. Plus a slightly warmer day ahead, but our first snowfall of the season may be on the way. Storm Team 4 will tell us when those flakes could fall. And the 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is ready to march down 6th Avenue again. We're live as final preparations are underway. Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, November 25th. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael Gargiulo is off today. Lauren Scala is here looking at the roads, looking at the rails and everything else. And Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with the Thanksgiving Day Parade forecast.
Yeah, looking good. I hope everyone's bundled up. It is chilly still, although a little bit warmer than this time yesterday. We'll start off in and around the city. We have Midwood at 39, LaGuardia reporting 43, but Teterboro is down to 31, and we have a few sub-freezing spots in through northern New Jersey, 28 in Sussex, but also for the Hudson Valley. Poughkeepsie now at 26. We're sitting at 41 now at Central Park. And if you're out early, you're getting a view of a beautiful sunrise. This is looking toward the northeast a bit from one of the cameras in Times Square. We're looking at sun and clouds for the rest of the day, and yes, temperatures closer to average. 51 at 1 o'clock, staying dry by 4 p.m. Maybe the turkey's out by then and you want to go for that walk. Later this evening, just cloudy skies. Those showers, though, moving in late tonight after midnight. All right, Lauren, are we counting cars? What's going on?
My favorite holiday game,
Love
Count the Cars. Not much going on out there. I'll show you that situation in a moment. There is one accident that just came in, and there are too many cars to count sitting in traffic right now. So FDR Drive northbound around 110th Street, there is an accident there, so you can see delays. This is where the 96th Street camera is, so already back about 10 blocks. Definitely a spot to avoid for now. Stick with local streets, then heading over to a place we can play Count the Cars. If there's no traffic on the LIE in Queens, you know you're in for a nice ride. Really, you could see just very few people out there on the roads at this hour. So outside of that FDR crash, you are in for a nice drive wherever you have to go. Darlene, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. Now to that developing story. 2 NYPD officers are in the hospital on this Thanksgiving, both shot while responding to a call in the Bronx. Today, New York's Romney Smith joins us with new overnight details in this near tragedy. Romney, good morning.
Good morning to you, Darlene. First off the bat, I have to let you know those officers are recovering here at St. Barnabas Hospital, and so is the suspect. Let's show you his image right now. 6:36, and we are less than 3 hours away from the start of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It all steps off at 9 a.m. at 77th Street and Central Park West.
From there, turns on West 59th before heading down 6th Avenue to Herald Square and Macy's flagship store. Today, New York's Tracy Strands on the Upper West Side, where final preparations are underway. Good morning, Tracy.
Hey, Darlene, all systems are go. We have mic checks, and we're starting to have some spectators. They say you don't really understand or comprehend or appreciate this parade until you see it through the eyes of a child. So I have a very special interview today. Young man, what's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan, okay. Now, this is your first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Can you tell the folks what you've seen so far?
Many things.
Including? We rehearsed this.
Duck. Frog.
A frog. And what did you say about this float behind us, Freddie, if you could get a picture of this float behind us?
Why is there a naked green man on television?
Yeah, that's a Jolly Green Giant float. You know, it had to make its way through the Lincoln Tunnel. We should let the folks know that 8,000 people are expected to participate in this year's parade. They're back to the pre-pandemic levels of things. You know, we have 8,000 spectators. We have all the people marching in the parade, 15 floats, including Grogu, better known as
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yes, indeed. And we have Ada Twist scientists who we saw as well. I got to tell you, there are a lot of kids coming to the parade. Do you have any advice for them? This is dead air. You got to hurry up, man.
Watch the parade?
Yes, watch the parade. We'll work on this. You're good. You must get your looks from your mother. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, a family holiday tradition, quite obviously with my family. What do you have to say to the folks?
That's all, folks.
Well, that's different. You could say Happy Thanksgiving as well. Well, sending love to everybody. The parade kicks off 9 a.m. Hug your family. It's a nice day to do it, right?
That is our Dylan. That is Tracy's baby boy, Dylan, who we love so much. And I'm actually smiling at the fact that Dylan gave Mama a hard time on the air today, okay? That's our Tracy's boy for sure.
He learned from the best, Darlene.
Yes, he has, but we love him. Tell him Titi Darlene sends a big hug. And we'll see you guys soon.
Yes, she gives you a big hug.
Yes, that's our Dylan. That's right. It's our star this morning, 6:39. Watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade live right here on NBC4. The fun kicks off at 9 a.m. Then it's all followed by the National Dog Show at noon. Maria, those of us who are moms know that our children are not impressed at all with what we do.
They don't care.
Don't care. They love our Dylan.
I love his the Green Giant comment. Hilarious. All right, let's show you now. It is nice and quiet for Tracy and Dylan and everyone out there now. It's 42 degrees at Central Park. Some high clouds moving in, but it's making for a beautiful sunrise. Checking in at Point Pleasant Beach. Boy, that backs it up, right? Gorgeous. We're looking at sun and clouds for the rest of the day. Warmer than yesterday. We'll manage to be into the low 50s across the area. And the showers hold off until tonight, but tomorrow not so much. Windy, too. Very windy. I'll time out the rainfall on Friday, and I'm going to keep an eye on that snow for Sunday. All the details you need to know about this day coming up in that 10-day forecast.
Thanks so much. Also ahead, package trouble as the holiday shipping season gets underway, where hundreds of FedEx boxes were found in a ditch. Also, we're counting down to the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. We'll tell you about some major street closures that'll be in effect for the holiday season.
Thanks, Titi Darlene. You're headed out right. He also gets his sense of humor from his mama. If you were headed out right now, there is a suspension on the 6th train between East 149th Street and Castle Hill Avenue. You could take the BX4 bus to get between the stations. Heading over to other issues on the rails. This is planned, though. Trains are skipping 72nd Street. C trains. F trains are skipping 57th Street. That's all because of the parade. Rails are operating on holiday schedules today. We'll take a live look outside where you can play Count the Cars on the Gowanus. It is very quiet out there on the roadways. You were watching Today in New York.
Welcome back, 6:44. There's Tom the Turkey getting ready to start this year's 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That kicks off at 9 a.m. We are excited. You can watch that right here at NBC4 live from home. Well, 6:44 now. Starting tomorrow, ferry rides for kids between New Jersey and Manhattan will be free. It's all part of New York Waterway's holiday special to make it cheaper for families to travel to New York City. Up to 2 kids under the age of 12 can ride free per each paying adult on all ferry routes. The holiday promotion runs through January 2nd. All right, nice way to take sort of an alternate route, right?
Yeah, they're fast. You get some beautiful views, right?
Absolutely, and the sky looks beautiful behind you.
I know. Let's keep it on the water. Let's take you to the Atlantic Ocean this time around from Point Pleasant Beach. So beautiful. It is cool, of course. We are looking at temperatures close to freezing right now down the shore. Belmar at 32. We're below freezing from Islip and Merrick. 41 right now at Central Park. So the short term, it is a cool start, but for the rest of Thanksgiving, the forecast is on track to be dry, some sun and clouds, and temperatures that'll be closer to average. That's in the low 50s, so 52 degrees by 2 o'clock. About ready to sit down and eat, close to 50 degrees. The winds stay light. That's great for the parade and just being out there, of course. 43 degrees overnight tonight, but this is really the start of the changes. We'll see the clouds move in, showers after midnight, and then rain at times tomorrow morning, followed by a lot of gustiness here. We're talking northwest winds picking up 15 to 25 miles per hour, but we'll see gusts over 35 for a good portion of the afternoon. So that 46, that will feel rather chilly. So big changes for tomorrow. But let's fine tune the timing of the showers. If you're going to be out late, you got the showers starting around 11 o'clock, especially north. There's the front, and you see the rain steadier, although still not terribly heavy for the morning hours. Now from the city to Bridgeport, Belmar, Islip, and Eastport, that rain hangs on just a little bit longer. But I think by 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, things begin to dry out, but we really start to cool down. So that's one situation. The Saturday during the day, it'll be cold and blustery, but it's sort of an in-between day. Then Sunday, we're watching this system. Still expected to bring some snow or a period of rain and snow. And right now, as the models look, the best chance to see some accumulation if I were to draw I-95 north and west. Right now, we're going on the light side, but you definitely want to stay tuned. It's a busy travel day. It could be the first accumulating snow for many, so it may be a little tricky to be out there and about late Sunday into early on Monday. After that, it's just kind of plain old November cold into December chill. Temperatures staying in the 40s for highs. All right, 646. Lauren, anything going on out there?
There are very few things going on, and I have a positive update. There are now just delays in both directions on the 6 train. There was a partial suspension a little while ago in the Bronx. Everything cleared, but they're getting service back up and going, so just expect some delays. Outside of this, the rails are in good shape. They are just operating on modified schedules for the holiday. There is one issue on the roads right now. It's a crash northbound on the FDR Drive out by 112th Street. So delays go back into the 90s. You can see a live picture here. Southbound, you have some rubbernecking delays, so that's the only place there's an issue on the roads. We'll take a live look outside and show you all the good news. Here's the LIE in Queens. Still very quiet out there in both directions by Queens Boulevard. Heading over to the George Washington Bridge. It's a ghost town out there, pretty empty. Heading out there into the tolls, inbound, outbound at all of your Hudson River crossings. They all look like this. And then finally heading over to Route 3 in East Rutherford. Pretty shot of the skyline in the distance there with the sun coming up. Also clear sailing. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that I wasn't lying to you. Alternate side of the street parking rules, meter rules, they are both suspended today. Darlene, back to you.
Of course not. All right, Lauren, thanks so much. 647 right now. Hundreds of packages shipped through FedEx never made it to their destination. They were found yesterday in a wooded area near a country road north of Birmingham, Alabama. The local sheriff's office says FedEx plans to collect the packages this morning. In the meantime, investigators are trying to figure out how they got there. Festival of Lights. It's 6:49. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Coming up next, big changes happening around Rockefeller Center for the holiday season. What to expect if you're coming out to see the tree. You're watching Today in New York. $6:52 right now. Looking at Tom the Turkey, getting ready to start the Macy's 95th annual Thanksgiving Day Parade. The balloons are up and ready. Lots of excitement. And the Today Show is coming up in a few minutes. We're going to check in with Savannah and Hoda, who are by Herald Square right now, getting ready for the big show. What's happening, ladies?
We're pumped.
Yeah, Darlene, we are fired up. Coming up on the show, balloons ready to rise, floats ready to rumble. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade about to begin, and our team is spread out along this famous route with special guests and some real surprises in store.
Darlene, we got a sunrise and we got a moonset. It's all happening right here. It's beautiful. And we're going to talk to the CEO of Macy's about what to know while holiday shopping this year on Black Friday and beyond. And if by chance you cannot wait, Jill Martin has the holiday steals and deals.
She's ready, and we've got an exclusive peek behind the scenes with the trusty team of turkey experts at the Butterball Hotline. They have been fielding calls from panicked cooks on Thanksgiving for decades, and they're going to share some tips and reminders before you get going in the kitchen. I mean, this is calm. Yes. These people are good in a crisis. We'll get to meet them when we get started in just a few.
We need people who are good in a crisis for sure. All right, have a great show. Have so much fun at the parade. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, darling.
Thank you, you too.
All right, 6:53 right now. Looking live outside here at our plaza, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is ready for its big moment, next week's lighting ceremony. And the mayor's office is once again this year making it easier for you to come and visit and see it. Starting tomorrow, West 49th and 50th Streets will be closed to traffic and open to pedestrians only near the tree. There will also be lane closures along 5th and 6th Avenues. MTA buses will be routed around the closures. Watch the tree lighting live right here on News 4. Join David Ushery, Natalie Pasquarella, and Access Hollywood's Mario Lopez for Christmas in Rockefeller Center. Coverage starts Wednesday at 7 p.m. And just like Tom Hanks in Big, the movie, you can have a world-famous toy store all to yourself, and it's all for a good cause. On select mornings between now and January 8th, you can get private access to FAO Schwarz before it opens to the public. It costs $260, and it comes with a resident toy soldier escort to tell you about the store's history. The booking fee will benefit Candle Lighters NYC. That is a charity that provides emotional and financial support to children with cancer. All right, 6:55 coming up next. Maria LaRosa will update our Thanksgiving Day parade forecast. And Lauren Scala will show us how the roads and rails are moving if you need to head out for the holiday. You're watching Today in New York. Welcome back. We're about 2 hours away from the start of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Today, New York's Tracy Strahan is on the Upper West Side. All the action happening now, Trace. Good morning.
Good morning, Darlene. We've got the balloons, we've got the handlers, we've got the clowns, and we got my man Tom ready to ride down this parade route that's now back to its pre-pandemic form this year. Now, there are going to be 15 giant character balloons, a couple of new ones this year, Ada Twist scientists, and Grogu, better known as Baby Yoda. 8,000 participants in this year's parade, and they're going to be heading down that usual 2.5-mile route that was actually scrapped last year as a result of the pandemic. If you want to come down to see this in person, you certainly will not be alone. You are urged to wear a face mask as a precaution. But again, all of this kicks off at 9 o'clock. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, including you, Darlene.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, my friend. All right, watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade live right here on NBC4. The fun kicks off at 9 a.m. It's all followed by the National Dog Show at noon. Lots of stuff to watch as we're getting that dinner ready.
Right. And if you're getting on the subways or the rails today, everything's operating on a holiday schedule. Subways are on a Sunday schedule. They're bypassing some stations, the C and the F, because of the parade. Speaking of the parade, here's the foot traffic out there on 6th Avenue and 42nd. Definitely quite a few people out there, and the only accident on the roads, FDR Drive northbound at 111th Street.
All right, yes, stay safe on those roads and bundle up for the parade.
Bundle up. Temperatures now in some spots below freezing. In the city, though, we're sitting right at in the low 40s. Some high clouds streaming in, but no worries. It stays dry today. Light winds, too. By dinner time, we'll be in the low 50s. The rain arrives overnight. Should wrap up by early tomorrow, but the winds really kick in, so it's going to be cold and blustery even on into Saturday. And then, of course, watching Sunday for some snow. Not enough to bring everything to a screeching halt, just make things a little messy.
A little messy. Yeah. Thanks so much. Stay with us for local news updates every 30 minutes. The Today Show's next. That's what's happening today in New York. Happy Thanksgiving.